Hey, it's Mario here, and in this video we're going to discuss a very important topic when it comes to general success in life, in all areas of your life, and that is how do you avoid a burnout? So how do you prevent burning out? And this is a huge thing, especially was a big problem for me, and that state where you enter, where you're exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, you're not moving forward anymore, you're actually moving backwards, your performance starts to decline in all areas of your life, you're simply exhausted, you can't take it anymore. And I've been in this situation many times throughout my life, in college, in high school, before I even started this YouTube channel, with fitness, with my business as well. I always seem to be reaching that point of burning out because of my mindset, and that's something that we're going to talk a little bit about in this video. You might be let's say a high school student right now, or like a college student who really needs to study a lot, and you feel like you're overwhelmed. There's too many things you want to do. You want to also improve your health, you want to build different types of habits, but as well as that pressure from college, from school is really getting to you. Maybe you just have work, maybe like 10 to 14 hours a day, really stressful, and you find yourself on the edge of a burnout. And how do we get there? How do we get to the edge of a burnout? Well, if you have the mindset like I do, it's kind of a mindset where I'm gonna push myself to the very limit. I'm gonna try to surpass that limit as much as possible, as many times as possible. So if I wanna lose weight, I often, when I would start let's say a diet, I would lose, let's say, half a kilo, or let's say a pound a week, and I would say, oh man, I could do more, I could do more. It's just been 1 week, it's been really good, so why don't I just eat one meal for the next couple of days and I'm gonna lose more weight? And it's true, I enter more of a deficit, I lose more weight, but often what that leads is to a burnout, because I just can't sustain that pace. And anybody, almost anybody I've talked about when it comes to setting up a diet and setting up goals, people will say, well, I want to lose at least 30 pounds in the next 3 months. I want to lose at least 60 pounds in the next half a year, or I want to bench at least this amount of weight across the next couple of months. And we rarely set ourselves an upper limit. And this upper limit, let's say you want to say, hey, well, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, but I'm not going to lose more than, let's say, 40 pounds, right? So you have to set an upper limit for yourself as well, and you want to set that limit in a zone where that zone is the growth zone, the zone that is going to allow you for a sustainable long-term pace. This is huge for me, because if I don't set an upper limit for myself, I'm going to go wild. I'm going to go crazy on some days, and what's going to happen is I'm going to go crazy for 3 weeks. Week 4, I'm gonna burn out. I'm either gonna get injured, I'm just gonna binge, or I'm just not gonna be able to stick to it, because I don't know what myself will feel like. I don't anticipate how I will feel like in that 4th week, because in the week 1 to 2, I'm like, man, I wanna go all out. I wanna eat 1,000 calories. I wanna do 7 days a week in the gym and 6 days of cardio as well on top of that. And I wanna cut sleep to get even more work done. I'm gonna go extreme. And the problem with that is that recovery is non-negotiable. It will eventually catch up with you. There's a limit of how much your body can take. Of course, you can push your limit, but there is that limit there. And when you're setting goals, when you're thinking about setting goals in general, find that sustainable pace. Set up an upper limit as well. Upper limit is probably even more useful than a limit that is just somewhere in general, like how much you want to achieve. Achieve that goal. You say, well, I want to lose the maximum amount of the weight I'm going to lose is let's say a pound per week. And you already assume that you're going to be losing weight, but it's going to come not more than a pound. And if it does come more than a pound, I'm going to eat more just to get less weight loss the next week, because I know myself. If I let myself dictate my emotion, my motivation, right? Because that wave of motivation, when it hits me, I want to go all out, man. I want to go like super hardcore. I'm going to track every little gram. I'm going to keep myself in a deficit, like hardcore. And I know that I'm going to burn out if I do that. And the same for the business. If you're watching this channel, you know that I post daily videos. I would probably be more successful if I did 2 videos a day. Probably even more if I did 3 videos a day. I'm definitely sure that there's kind of a linear dose relationship. If I had more videos, more value for people, and it would be amazing, right? But how long could I be doing that? Even now at 1 video per day, I'm on an edge of a burnout. But if I do 2 videos per day, I'm probably gonna crack after a couple of weeks, and I don't know, I'm gonna end up in a hospital, right? Because there's just too much of pressure, there's just too much to do, and I have to find my sustainable pace in that zone of long-term growth, which is on one side being lazy, not doing much, not really achieving, not pushing yourself at all, that comfort zone. And then on the other side is that extreme mindset that I have to keep under control, which is push yourself really hard, push yourself harder, 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 more, achieve more, do better, more is better. And I have to balance those two out. And what I found that really works well is the upper limit and the lower limit. And both of those, really, when you apply it to a certain goal, you have a really good mindset and you have a really good strategy when it comes to achieving. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I know a lot of you are high achievers and a lot of you are very, very motivated to crush it in life. So I hope this helps, and think about that upper limit concept a little bit. Aside from that, let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you, as well as make sure to hit that subscribe button below to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.